Howdy y'all, welcome back to Camp Shack Productions. Today we are out in the middle of the Escalante Desert, and I am actually here, not by myself like usual, but with my beautiful wife and our dog Vader. And what I wanted to go over today was how I take my no-build Xterra back there behind me, and I take it from the vehicle that I use on my trips and turn it into something we can use as a family. So we have been down here for, this is day 3, and we have had winds. Yesterday the winds were gusting around 25 to 30 miles an hour. If you check out my cosmic ashtray video, you'll actually see how hard they were blowing. We were only able to hang out there for a few minutes. So could we just bring a tent and set it up and have it ready to go? Absolutely. It would be no problem to set up a tent. But I don't know if you've ever camped in extremely sandy desert. Sorry, that's a dog coming off there. But when you do camp in an extremely sandy desert, there are times where the wind is blowing so hard and the sand is so fine that no matter how nice your tent is, no matter how good your gear is, the sand will literally blow right through your tent. So what I have found is that instead of doing that, we keep our camp kind of out here when we're all together. And inside of the actual Nissan here is where we can gain our refuge. It's really nice to be able to go into a place that is completely windproof and dry and warm and stay in there. Is it spacious? No. With the 3 of us in there, it is definitely crammed, but it could be so much worse. And you know, when you're in a place like this, and the temperature, which dropped to about 22 degrees last night, you just want to get wind blocks and you want to be warm. So, you know, it's where we sleep. Sometimes if it's really windy, the last few nights we've actually had dinner in there. We watch a little movie. We just kind of hang out. And yeah, we could be more comfortable in a tent and more spacious for sure. But it just adds some security and some safety for us when we're out here. So it works really well. So I'm going to take you inside and I'll give you a little tour of what it actually looks like in there. All right, let me show you what the actual inside looks like. As you can see, Brandy and Vader are quite comfortable in here. And, you know, again, we have our sleep setup. Down at the bottom, we use our food bin, which we keep inside. Hi, Vader. Which we keep inside, and that way we can use it as a table as well. You know, we have our gear net, which holds a whole bunch of stuff, including all of our snacks, donuts, meat sticks, cheese. We can hang our glasses from there. You also have Brandy's little sack that she keeps all of her things in. And then I have this little bag that I just keep in here permanently. It's got the carbon monoxide detector and just gives me some pockets to put things. But you know, overall, it's just really comfy. And then we have the front seat. What happens in the front seat stays in the front seat, and we do not talk about it. It is a place of sheer chaos and mayhem. It's basically where we throw all of our shit that we don't want to get wet, and it keeps it up there. And then we have to move everything every single time we want to get in there and find something. So overall, you know, it is, it's not a perfect setup, but when it's really windy and cold, it works good. I'll show you guys what we do, you know, just kind of cruise around camp and how we deal with that. So let's move on. All right, guys. So one of the things that really makes this work is how we make it super duper comfortable. I'm very fortunate to have what some people might call an obsessive amount of camping gear. So I've got so many different kinds of pads and sleep things. So we go pretty thick on this thing. We have a yoga mat and then a Mountain Smith pad that is a closed foam pad. And I have the same thing on my side, as you can see. I just wanted to show you. And then we have our big, durable, super mega thermarests, which are really comfortable. And we have one on each side. And when you put it all together, it looks like this. So as you can see, I add, I'm such a side sleeper that my hips bottom out. So I do add just my Ozark Trail little thermarest thing that I take pretty much everywhere I go. It's really a bomber little thing for 19 bucks. But you can see Brandy's side is set up. She's got her sleeping bag. We also have down blankets. And she has the under quilt for my hammock. so she can just kind of wrap that around her and Vader when we get in there. And then my side, I just have my sleeping bag and my blanket, and it's nice and cozy when we're in there together. So it works out really well. It's a good sleep setup. I think we're both pretty happy with it. And again, it's not super roomy. We have to fight a little bit for space, especially with a dog, but overall, it's much better than a tent when it starts to get super gnarly, windy, and weather-wise.
Go on.
All right, so the way that we make camp work is, again, the Nissan is pretty much our bed unless it's really windy. If it's nice out, everything travels with us in bins. And in like one of my past videos, my no-build camper, I talk about using the 8-gallon action packers to make a spot. I just bring 2 of them, and then our camp kitchen, all of the camp stuff that we need is in that big Rubbermaid. Food goes in the clear bin. We have our little table, our mini chairs, that's our camp sink. Vader has his sleeping pad, and then we bring a cooler, and then anything else I need I can store up on top, like that box right there is full of all my tools. I have extra gas because we're far out here, and we just utilize the outside space like you would if you were normally at camp. Right now it's a little chilly, so we're kind of moving around based on if it's sunny and warm, if it's cold. We're just kind of spinning around based on the weather right now. So we're gonna have a little lunch, go for a little hike, but overall you can see how we make our little Nissan work pretty well for us. It works great as a camper for the family even. Oh, and this is my thrift store backpack that I bought for, I think, $4. I cut the straps off of it, and we use it as our garbage bag. Instead of carrying around garbage bags that are blowing all over and I have to find a place to tie up, I basically just throw everything in this. When I get home, I throw it away, I rinse out the inside, and then that way I don't have to worry about garbage bags and creating even more waste. So overall, yeah, it works out good. We're gonna have lunch, go for a little hike. We'll check in with you guys when we get back in a little while. One quick thing, if you're in this video and you've made it this far, please go down and hit that like button. I am almost so close to my 1,000 subscriber goal. I would really greatly appreciate it if you'd go down and hit the subscribe button as well, but I don't want to tell you what to do, so you do you, y'all. But if you don't mind, go down, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. All right, everybody, so it is time for us to head home, and I wanted to show you how we set up the Nissan. So up above here, you can see that that's that garbage bag that I had hanging on the side. I've just strapped it down, and when I get home, I will actually take it and empty it. And again, because we're family camping, we have a large space right here for Vader so that he can lay inside of the car comfortably. And then we have our food tote, my bag, camera gear, all of our sleeping bags, the other gear bags. Everything is just really tightly packed in here. And I utilize this space really well. And then the front seat, we have our road snacks ready to go. This is also our snack bag right here. It's a really good little way to keep the dog from trying to climb into the front and for us to hold all of our snacks. But you can see the front seat is clear now. And we have a really nice, easy way to pack everything up and get everything home. Not a bad way to go. And again, unlike when I'm here all by myself, it just requires more work to take it in, take it out. And those bins are super duper crucial so that when it snows, if it rains, everything stays watertight and nice and easy. All right, y'all, so I know this is a little different. Again, I like to show you how I stealth out the Nissan, how I no-build camper it when it's just me, and I thought it would be a really good idea to show you guys how we utilize it when we're out here in the desert. I know that this is a different video, but it seems to be something you guys are really into, so I like making this content. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you back here next week. Be well, my friends. Come on, load up. Good boy, you ready to take a nap and go home? Yeah. Say goodbye, desert. Goodbye, desert. We'll miss you.